Good morning. I'm on my way to work right now. I've got about a 20-minute drive. I figured why not make use of that time. And the idea right now of trying to record my next video post while I'm driving to work, I'm taking from two people. So I'm giving my shout out right now to Blue Lighting Guy, who has done this before. Hey, it's a good use of time. And there's another guy named on YouTube named Naltz, who does short little comedy clips, and most of his stuff seems to take place in the car. So it's a cool idea. I thought I'd take this time to talk a little bit about juggling questions that I commonly get, and people have asked me to answer these, so here you go. First one I get most commonly: how many things can you juggle? Well, I perform 5. That's my standard answer. And truthfully, I don't perform all that much, but when I do, the largest number of items that I'm willing to give a try to is 5 in front of an audience. And by the way, that's with balls or beanbags. By the way, jugglers tend to put balls and beanbags in the same category, which probably isn't fair to those people who work really hard to develop skills with balls per se. I'm a wimp. I use beanbags. But there you go. Second common question: what is the largest number of objects anybody can juggle? Well, of course, it depends on what you're talking about, what prop people use. I think the world record with balls is 12. That's called a flash, though. The person doesn't actually juggle all 12 items for very long. A flash means that the person who had 12 balls throws each ball in the air and then finishes with a clean catch. Like you have to be able to catch all of them and hold on to them. That's a flash. So just up and down and then consider it done. The largest number of beanbags or balls that anybody has ever juggled, which means, by the way, that you throw the props and you get around with 2 cycles. So, for example, if you're juggling 7 and you want to qualify that, or if you want to count it as a real juggle, then you have to get the cycle around at least twice, which for 7 balls means you have to have at least 14 clean catches. If you want to qualify 7, you need 14 catches. If you just want to flash 7, then all you have to do, not that it's a small deal, is throw all 7 in the air in what looks like a pretty decent pattern and then catch them cleanly. I think maybe a guy named Anthony Gatto has actually juggled 10. Anthony Gatto can pretty much do whatever he wants when it comes to juggling. So he's probably done at least 20 catches of 10. That's my guess. Other than that, I think there's a couple of people who have gotten 14 catches of 11 balls. And I think the best we've ever done with 12 is just to flash the 12. Rings. I think the world record is 13. And again, I think that's not even juggling 13. I think it's just throwing them up and catching them. And that's been done by, again, Anthony Gatto, a guy named Albert Lucas. And rumor is Albert Lucas has also flashed 14 rings, although that's never been documented on tape. Clubs. If you're talking about clubs, the most I've ever seen is somebody has flashed 8 clubs. There are many people that can juggle 7, and by juggle I mean, like, you know, hundreds of catches, at least 100. So that's definitely more than qualifying 7 clubs. Okay, so that's it for that.